Hey everyone, it's me, Sunny Jordan. I am so excited that you have joined me in my video challenge of helping you connect to 100 people over the next 90 days. That's right. We are going to do this together in a cooperative super living effort. So you probably heard me say say several times, superpower friends, and you're probably thinking, what in the world is superpower friends? It's just that. You have a network of friends that allow you to have power to connect to anything that you want in your life, money, happiness, family, whatever it is. You're going to be able to get that more quickly. You're going to be able to get that more cooperatively. And you're going to be able to get that with someone else through a network. Now, we have to first create that network, and more than likely, you already have a network of superpower friends. When we think about cooperative super living, it's simply we working together to live our best lives together in a mutual benefit. You know, in the old economy, there used to be a time when people just simply thought that I have to network, I have to meet people, I have to make sure that I get it before someone else. That's not how it is in this new economy. And this new economy is about loving, giving, sharing, and being a love app and simply giving all you have and knowing that you're going to receive something even greater because of your willingness to do so. For me, that is exactly what happens all the time. I love to give, I love to share, and I love to invite others into my life so that I, not just myself, but so that I may be able to learn, develop, grow, and give the best me to someone else. So now today's video is simply about me sharing with you how I received speed lightning success in my goals. So today's video is simply going to share with you my experience of having superpower friends that, let me tell you, I've never met physically until the day that I decided to let go of all my fears of not letting people in my life or all of my fears that someone's going to take my ideal, and I simply embrace the whole thought process of networking and connecting with people for mutual benefit. So first of all, I'll just let you know that I will be referring to my notes because I want to make sure that you get this concept. And also, this is helping me to slow down because I'm very excited about this topic and I get over the top and sometimes I forget what I'm supposed to say. So, hey, we're friends. Why not? I'm not perfect and I want to make sure that you get everything I have to share with you today. So first of all, in 2010, I wrote my first book, Learn How I Made a Fortune While in College. Oh my gosh. I never would have made an attempt to even write a book had it not been for my super friend that I gained through another network or a relationship that I had prior. First of all, I decided to write this book and I had no clue of how to do it. I just knew that it was going to take years to write a book and that I was going to have to take so much time and do this, and it didn't work like that. In fact, because I really wanted to go ahead and get this done, I went ahead and started surfing the internet. We do it all the time, Google. You know, hey, how do you write a book? Write a book in 90 days, write a book in 30 days. We see it all the time as results. But it just so happened that I had a great relationship, or I had just established a relationship with a woman by the name of Felicia Davis. She's a life coach for women and helping them to jumpstart their careers at that time, or jumpstart their business. And for me, because I had just had my son and I had been thinking about this for so long, like, Lord, and praying about this, Lord, please allow me to birth my baby and birth my business at the same time. What a crazy prayer request. But hey, it worked out. So I was talking with Felicia and she inspired me to go ahead and join a conference call. And this conference call had all kinds of experts from all types of industries on the phone. This, first of all, was foreign to me. The internet, the speed of lightning, results came from the internet. Connections through people I never have met a day in my life. It was all about trusting, first of all, the process of meeting people. And then not only that, trusting my newfound coach, which is very important. I will share with you, coaching is very important to your personal development. We'll get back to that. But my coach, Felicia Davis. So first of all, I got on this call and I listened to what Andrew Morrison at the time was speaking about, and he was talking about success and reaching your dreams and making sure that you write it out your story and you share it with people and all of this. And I just wanted to learn more about what it was to grow my business, to be a coach, to just be an entrepreneur. And so I reached out to Andrew, and when I reached out to Andrew, I had kind of high expectations because I'm like, oh my gosh, this man, he's been out here coaching, he's going to charge me an arm and a leg, and I'm not going to know anything. I'm not going to have the money. You know, that negative mindset that we get that all the time. But anyway, I reached out to Andrew, and in fact, he said, you know what, if you want to get started with me, go ahead and buy my $99 product. It was a little small business $99 kit on how to get started. I mean, like setting up your LLC. Oh, it was just the intro to business pretty much. So I went ahead and I purchased his information. And then the next thing he said, if you purchase my information, it's going to land you a seat somewhere. And I'm like, okay, land me a seat where? Now, first of all, I got to tell you people, I'm in Rock Hill, South Carolina. I don't know if you're familiar with Rock Hill, South Carolina, but if you know of a big city and then right beside it is a small city, that's exactly where I am. I'm in a small little town outside of Charlotte, North Carolina. So you're thinking, I'm sitting here thinking, wow, I'm going to reach my goals quicker than I ever have from my kitchen table. And I'm going to end up being in the seat that he designated for me in Florida. I know you're probably thinking, oh my God, I know you're not getting ready to go to Florida. You don't know this man. You can't possibly be deciding that you're going to go to Florida to jumpstart your dreams with someone you don't even know. Well, I did it. Now, I didn't do it just because I felt that he was the bomb and he had to do it. Well, I kind of did, but I really did it because of my relationship and my trust in Felicia Davis. She had a great relationship with Andrew. She trusted him with her audience. And because of that business relationship, I trusted him with the first step in making sure that I began to reach my dreams. Now, I could have sat at home and Googled all day long. I could have read 1,000 blogs. I could have done all of that. But guess what? I would have still been in Rock Hill, and I still wouldn't have had a book. Well, maybe I would have 2 years later. So I decided I'll go ahead and fly out to Florida. Yep, I did it. I flew out to Florida and I was excited. Didn't have a clue about who was going to be there. I did this solo and I just trusted the process. Now I'm going to tell you, here's a disclaimer. Do not go on the internet and just select someone as your business coach or select someone as a person that you're going to pay out thousands of dollars to just because I said I did it. Remember, I said I had a prior or previous friend that I trusted, who was my coach, who had a mutual relationship with another person that I began to have a relationship with, which was Andrew. Now, Andrew is the small business boot camp. I think we added the boot camp part to it. Small business camp inventor, CEO, founder, and he's great. He's wonderful. And when I got to Florida, I tell you, it was the most wonderful experience. Not just because I was learning from one of the top experts in the industry, it's because I saw other entrepreneurs, other people who wanted to reach their goals, other authors, other entrepreneurs, just people who are ready and willing to take a challenge. The question you have to ask yourself is how much or how willing are you to go the distance to reach your goals and to maximize your relationships. So those are the things that you have to think about. So let me get back to my notes because I told you I can go on a tangent. Now, here is the choice that I had to make. I had to decide, okay, Shantae or Sunny, whatever you want to call me, do you want to read 1,000 books or do you want to capitalize on a relationship, building that relationship, trusting that your ideas will even grow quicker by developing that relationship, or do you want to stay in Rock Hill and continue to do that? And of course, I chose that. I mean, the first one. I chose the fact that I wanted to build a great relationship with Andrew. And not only that, I trusted him with my idea, and he encouraged me to write my first book, Learn How I Made a Fortune While in College. I have to tell you, I wouldn't have reached my goal. I promise you, I wouldn't have reached my goal without him. I wouldn't have reached my goal without his knowledge. I wouldn't have reached my goal without his encouragement. I wouldn't have reached my goal without his resources. Yes, I may have reached my goals, okay? But I wouldn't have reached them as quickly as I did. I wrote my book in 6 months. I was focused. I was in the zone. I asked questions, and I had a true friend in Andrew. That was the most valuable thing. Not even really the book. It's the friendship, the quality that I can pick up the phone right now and call him. And that was based upon a prior relationship with someone else. People, we have to be willing to allow others to help us. It's inevitable. If you don't do it, I promise you, you will not get to where you need to go. I've tried to do it on my own. As a solo entrepreneur, sole proprietor, we've done it. I've done this all the time. I can get this done by myself. Man, do you know how long it takes to get something done by yourself? We're talking about we want quick, I don't want to say quick like microwave quick results, but we want to get it done. We want to get it done efficiently. We want to get it done effectively. And we want to get it out to the people who need us. So we don't have time to be selfish, self-centered. You have to be willing to go ahead and grow your network. Have those super friends. They're going to give you that power, that motivation, and that encouragement. Now, in return, how is that a mutual benefit for Andrew? Okay, I wrote my book about 2 years ago, and I'm still talking about Andrew. I will tell anyone to this day to pick up the phone and contact Andrew. Andrew, I'm his walking marketing guru. I'm going to always talk about Andrew. In my dreams, I think about Andrew. No, seriously, I am his number one fan. So he's going to always have a mutual beneficial, I can't talk right now, beneficial relationship with me because of the fact that I believe in him, I trust him, and I know his work ethic, and I know his passion, first of all. Now let's pause for a moment. I talked about leveraging your relationships, or I didn't say the word leverage, but we're talking about Felicia, and then we're talking about Andrew. And when I talk about these two people, I leverage the relationship. I use my comfort zone with Felicia, someone who has been in my life for whatever period of time she was in there, and I leverage that relationship to build another relationship. So you have to be able to leverage relationship. That's all about cooperative friendships. Now, what happened for me was this was an opportunity for me to live my dreams. So I did it. I went all out and took the chance of sharing my knowledge, sharing my ideas, and building a relationship with Andrew. And you have to be willing to do that. Now, I want to also say that there were fears. I did have self-doubt. I wasn't just like, oh gosh, I'm going to do this. First of all, I just had a baby like a year ago, because it was almost a year in the process. I didn't have a job, full-time job. I didn't have a lot of income to fly out somewhere. And I was afraid, like, really? I don't know this man. I'm giving him maybe possibly my last $100, or I'm paying for a hotel room. I'm getting an airplane ticket. It was all kinds of things going in my mind of why I couldn't or shouldn't go. But you know what? I had to shut that down. I had to shut those fears down. I had to shut the idea that he was out to get me or that this wouldn't work. That's why we don't have relationships with people. That's why we don't have great relationships with people, because we're afraid to give. We're afraid of what may happen, and we don't even know what's going to happen. Nothing's going to happen. What's going to happen is it's going to work. That's what we have to start thinking about. How is this going to work? How is this going to make things happen quicker? How is this going to make things more impactful? When you think about those things, you begin to forget about those fears, those doubts, because you begin to say, you know what, I got to get my goals out here. I got to get my dreams done. I have to make sure that I'm doing whatever I have to do. And if I am provided a resource, a tool, a friend, and I say friend because that's endearing. That's a long-term thing. If I have to do those things, I need friends. So I'm going to do that. Now here it is. My breakthrough didn't come through just having a friendship with Andrew. It came from all the other people that were in the room. They're my friends now. So here I have one person that I went to see, but I've grown in 5 different friendships, additional friendships. So I may be leaving Florida with 6 friends, people who can hold me accountable, people who can see my growth, people who can encourage me, people who I can encourage, people who can share more knowledge, people who can share more of their network. That's what cooperative super living is about. All of us, we had dreams, we had desires. We were sitting there working late hours, working long hours, and coaching each other and motivating each other, encouraging one another. I tell you, it was a powerful energy in that room. And that's what you want. You want that power to say, yes, I can do it. I can live my dreams. I can be all I want to be. I can be happy. I can have what it is that my family needs because I'm not doing it alone. The power is coming from the network of people. And that's what you have to think about. So in less than 6 months, I had my first book, Learn How I Made a Fortune While in College. Man, and I did it, and it's just like every time I see my book, every time I feel my book, every time I read the words in my book, I don't see the words just coming from me. I see every individual who had an impact on helping me reach speed lightning results. It was through those relationships that I discovered that I could never live my dreams alone, that they would never be able to reproduce alone, that I had to have a network, a superpower friends, a cooperative super living status for the rest of my life, because I'm dedicated to helping other people, and I know through my helping other people, I too will be helped. So I encourage you to do just what I did. No, not just fly out to Florida, but to take action. Today, I encourage you to contact someone. Ask them how you can serve them. Ask them what ways you can improve their lives. And then I'm pretty certain, are going to say, how can I help you? And if they don't be afraid to say, here's how you can help me. You must be willing to allow others into your dream in order for you to live it. Working with others to live out our best lives together to obtain mutual benefits is cooperative super living. Let me say that again. Working together to live our best lives is what I call cooperative super living for mutual benefits. If you like this video, please share it. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube and follow me on Twitter at @VSunnyJordan, Facebook like Sunny Jordan, as well as you can visit this blog and sign up for my newsletter at sunnyjordan.com. I look forward to speaking with you, hearing from you, and being your super friend. And until next time, let's live our best lives together and grow. Bye-bye.